Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me,
Little Pound Cake here.
Little Pound Cake in the house. We got ourselves the last round, and I'd love to get a little glimpse of it. It looks like maybe the camera got started a little bit late in the game.
Ooh.
So hopefully we didn't lose any gameplay for the two heads up. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I noticed that it did start right into gameplay. So it might have been one of those things where I accidentally didn't see it. This is what happens when you take a week off, right? Come on, LifeLink. I'm just kidding. They did a great... LifeLink has done just amazing things.
You just had to hit a button.
Right? Mistakes that we won't see too often. But this is a channel. We're just starting up. We've only been doing this for 3 weeks for One Piece here. And I've only been doing this stuff on Twitch for about 2 months now. And now we got our final match today, which is going to be... Let's actually show up the board state here since I nice and fixed it up.
Ooh, let's see. What do we got?
Let's see.
Who do we have up here?
Let's start off. So we get a replay from Joe, who's been playing that purple Luffy all the way to the final round. This is our last championship table here. Looks like Ver got lucky on the tiebreakers and got himself from that draw into the play bracket.
Nice.
To replay and try his luck against purple Luffy. Now, I know the last time that these two met, Katakuri didn't have a good time.
No, yeah. And it kind of is the same way here. Purple Luffy is kind of the counter to yellow, you know, with those Magellans. It kind of keeps Ver from getting to that 10 Dawn, keeps him off curve, really messes with that. And if you stop that tempo with Katakuri, you know, you can kind of take it. Yeah. So we'll see it.
You got that. The Magellan play, the Polys. Oh, man, the Polys all day. These things are really impressive cards. No surprise, 4 off.
Oh, yeah. Those are like little guys that Katakuri will play out from life. They're gone, and you get to ramp up to the Kaido to get rid of even more bodies with even more pressure, you know. And then you have the Husises to keep you at 6, kind of keeping those 5 bodies at bay, stopping Ver from playing big bodies and investing into the little guys. Okay. And then we got the big top end here.
Bunch of Kaidos and Eustace Captain Kids.
Oh yeah, I mean it's pure utility. I mean the Kaidos is your main thing that you want to see at the end, and the Eustace Kid, it's just good. You want to stay at that 6, maybe get 2 of them down, get up to 7, 3 of them down, up to 8, 4 of them down, up to 9. It's a wild.
Yeah, and a lot of zero cost counters here too. Really impressive. It's just only 4. Now it's a lot of decks that I noticed it just goes up and down. We saw some decks today with like 13 in the yellow deck. All right, so we've seen what purple Luffy here is doing. What are we going to see from Charlotte Katakuri?
Same thing as last time. We're going to see a lot of healing life, gambling, and make sure that you get triggers out of there. Wild bodies shooting out of life, blockers, stuff to block attacks, all kinds of nonsense.
I love the low curve on here. A lot of triggered abilities, a lot of things pulling from the life pool. This is a lot of what we were seeing from the last game. Just a lot of manipulation from that using that leader ability to try to determine to make sure that you get those triggers at the right moments, putting up some extra bodies, some extra blockers. Really low curve here for a lot of decks I've seen. Most of them, the purple doesn't start doing anything until turn 4.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, 4 Dawn, not turn 4. 4 Dawn. It doesn't start doing anything. But this deck can really start putting the pressure and building the board state really early in the game.
Oh yeah, especially if your opponent's being aggressive and you just like trigger. I mean, just like we saw this last game, we saw a Sanji trigger, Brule trigger, 1,000 Volts Amaru trigger. This is so many.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of these different trigger abilities here. This is the second most I've seen from today's tournament here. Sitting here, 7 total action cards, which just purely for defense or the triggered ability in the life pool. This is a very high IQ deck, in my opinion. What do you think?
You know, a lot of people will tell you this is the most unga bunga, no thought. All you do is get the 10 bomb and you steamroll deck. But no, you're right. This is a high thought deck. It's moving things up and down. Do you check your life? Do you check your opponent's life? Can you ascertain lethal by knowing and remembering the 5 cards that you're looking at in throughout the game? It's a big think deck, and you could, sure, the curve is dumb enough where you don't have to think about it, and which kind of leaves you more space to think about everything else. But not everyone is that tuned into the curve, so you know, I think it is a big brain deck.
All right, excellent. So that is the decks. Let's get into the gameplay. As I said before, they're a little bit into it. So
okay,
I take a vacation here.
I can already tell you right now. Katakuri is on the draw, and he got the perfect on-draw play, which is 2 searchers already. So I'm wondering what he got off of those 2 searchers. If any of those are Big Mom, it's bad news.
All right, so we're going to get into this. Again, they just started a little bit late. It's all right. We'll forgive you, LifeLink.
So it looks like, Joe has taken his leader ability to get the extra Dawn, putting down the Bond Clay and ramping an extra one for another 6K swing to face.
Great start for
this good utility. That Bond Clay really putting in work. Oh, do we have a trigger? Yeah, there it is.
Here's an extra body.
Discard a card. Now he's got an extra body to deal with. It's rough. It's rough out here.
Imagine hitting that life points and then not having to worry about another 5K swing coming your way.
In that Gachapon lottery.
Mm-hmm. So we got 2 legal attackers here. Got a 6K going to life. Can I take a look?
7K. Remember, because he gets the extra 1K from looking.
7K. Powerful. LifeLink, it's all right. It's all right. I really appreciate it. You did a great job while I was gone. And I apologize that I couldn't be there to actually help out and do my job too. All right, so we got ourselves a counter out of hand. All right. Ooh, and a nice little...
Another little Charlotte. 5K body.
Yeah.
Charlotte Parasparrow. The Candy Man.
It's always a rough night. Your shop is always busy. I really love seeing it. I love seeing the growth here. We got a lot of great players. This place is really filling up soon. Got to come out here and just play some of these events with us. We got some great prize support for those that don't know.
Oh yeah, shout out. They got brand new tables there too.
Oh yeah, those gorgeous new
all wooden tables, very nice looking.
Wouldn't expect anything less. Here we go. That poly we were talking about earlier.
There we go. It's going to take out Parasparrow, but that is going to let Ver search the top 3. Parasparrow gets the on-KO effect of doing that and getting a Big Mom card out of that.
Okay.
So running a risk, but still eliminating something, which is always good.
Okay.
Let's see what we're going to do now. We're going to swing.
Got the chef. Looks like 7K.
Looks like a 6K. We're going in the life or in the Satori. We're alleviating pressure. We adding pressure. What's going on?
Imagine, I see Joe's gameplay. A lot of the times he likes to clean up the board. So he puts a lot of focus on his gameplay and making sure the opponent can't come at him with any attacks.
Yeah, because again, like, not a lot of rush in this game. So, once he eliminates the board, Joe knows, like, oh, I can realistically only see one swing coming my way.
Absolutely.
And that's most of the time what you want to do with Katakuri. You want to really be aggressive early on before they get to those 7 moms, before they get to the 10 moms, so that when they do drop them, it's very questionable for them to do. Like, do I save some Dawn for defense? Do I drop blockers? Or do I drop this big monster and let you have free reign on me?
So we got a nice little cleanup on that Bonclave here, coming from Ver, who also value in cleaning up that.
Oh, yeah. You do want to get rid of it early, because once the verse starts dropping those big moms and stuff, that Bonclave becomes not just that much more scary.
Absolutely.
We got a big 8K swing.
Why it's a chase in this pack. 8 coming to lead. All right, hits life.
He's gonna take it.
Wow, that's a lot of early damage. We're not even at
we got another. 10. We got a 9K swing coming to life.
They're just saying keep that card. You can have it. Okay, 2 more Dawn. It looks like you get another Bonclave.
All right, he's got a library in his hand.
Let's see if he goes for board state advantage. I imagine you'd want to start filling back up here.
I imagine you'd want to put blockers down.
Yep.
Because with Ver being at 8 next turn, there is either a Katakuri or Big Mom coming your way.
Both heads up. Joe, really fast player as well here. Nice 5 drop from Useless Kid. What's this one doing?
Useless Kid is a blocker, 5 cost, 6K body.
Okay.
Whenever we got the Uda return, yep, and there we have the Hustis effect coming into play. So when you return a Dawn, as he just did with the ulti effect to get the page 1 out, the Hustis activates and you get to return on one of the return Dawns is active.
Wow. All right, great heads up play. That's a great turnaround. Good board state coming from Joe here. Just refill and got that UT page 1 combo.
I mean, it's definitely
another trigger for another 6K body.
6K body that will heal Ver on KO. It's dirty because you don't want to hit it.
Ver hitting the lottery today with this. We'll see if he ends up hitting the lottery on the wheel at the end of this game. We'll see.
Ooh.
He's at 8, so it could be a good 7-drop Lin play, maybe. All right, nope, we're gonna go 6. Gonna save
2 1Ks. All right,
all right.
That's good cards in a hand. Dropping the 7.
Yep, here's that 7 drop that I was just broadcasting. Lin.
So are you gonna take
that last life?
And he doesn't get it into his hand. It goes straight to garbage.
Really? Wow, that is such an impressive power from.
What are we choosing?
Big 7 drop. We're gonna see. Come on. I would be thinking the tank quite a bit right now.
Because it doesn't look like he has a lot of counter in that hand. He's got 2 Kaidos, so if Ver were to swing that 7, he would have had to give that Husis blocker. So he's offering, he's given Ver the life. Ver's looking at his own, moving it to the bottom. So what do we know about that? It's either a trigger blocker or a beige. All right, and we're going back.
All right, so here's Purple Luffy. We should be at almost full on, if not full on.
All right, we're definitely there. This is, I guess, a pretty decent Kaido play. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough.
Seeing him counting them out. He gets 5.
7.
He's gonna spread them.
5. What are we doing? It looks like we got a King, a Hustis, Kaido. Oh,
swing. Just separate the piles. Didn't actually use the Dawn.
We're swinging 6 and a 6. We're gonna heal him up. Oh, you hate to see it.
Ugh. Now back to full life after all of that aggro, and now Luffy was 0.
Yep.
But so really gonna have to put on some real pressure here. Hey, King play.
We're gonna go
King. Nice little 6. That's a little. All right.
Destroying one of those little things. I think it's a 4 cost or 6 cost or something along ones that he destroys on play with the return of a Dawn.
Oh, another 6 off the top.
This is filthy.
Get yourself a lottery ticket. Very good grief. Taking these hits and just building his board state back to back.
Almost guaranteeing that this is not going to go Joe's way next turn.
That many attackers didn't even eat much counters or resources out of hand here.
Here we go. Yep.
Here's Eustace Kid.
So Ver's he's got
full Dawn.
4 viable attacks, full Dawn. He's got 2 bodies to get through.
So just 2 blockers on the side. And it's a lot of power coming through here.
And the nasty thing is that the reject that's going to be banned is also one of the cards that he could use to get out of this too. And just eliminate one of those uses straight out.
So, pointing the screen here, I think Ver sees the line. I don't know. He's looking at 4 cards. So we're looking at potentially, worst case scenario, 2 7K defenses.
Oh, so he's got no Dawn up right now. So you're just assuming that everything is a 2K.
Yes. So
4 cards.
Okay. 2 9K defenses, maybe.
So, well, again, he's got no energy up, so he wouldn't have any way to pay for it. So things you're looking at is either all those cards are 2Ks, maybe one of them is a 0 cost 3K effect. Either way, the numbers you want to hit with 4 cards in hand are usually 9, 7s, and 8s.
So you fully load them on.
Yeah, 9 is a flat out like, give me all those cards or you're taking it. 8 will be like, give me some of those cards. I don't believe
back up the Dawn. Oh, he just throws his hand down. Didn't have the counters.
Oh yeah,
no counters in hand. Woo.
3 bricks in hand. That's rough.
But after filling up from the life pool, wow, they're just showing how lucky you can get with these in yellow. Win that lottery. Let's see what else he had left. He had another couple hits, you see?
Yeah, he had one of those. The last card was not one of the blockers. It was actually like we saw last game, 1,000 Baltimore. A discard a card, gain a life.
Jeez. Just saving it for the last card just in case. That life pool was stacked in Ver's favor.
I'll say, yeah. Anytime you see that Katakuri move that top card to the bottom, shenanigans. Yeah. Shenanigans. Just expecting shenanigans.
Great heads up play. Just off the... there is variance. Oh, excuse me. I'm spitting all over myself here. There is variance in this game, and Ver just oppressive with that variance here. So now your Monkey D Luffy purple. Do you take the play or do you take the draw?
I would always take usually the draw against Katakuri and get them off of their curve.
Okay.
Give them the draw. They're 6, 8, or if they're Katakuri being on play, you hit 5, 7, 9. So the only real thing they're playing on curve is that Big Mom, the 7 cost Big Mom. They're one short of playing the 10 cost, one short of playing most things at 6. So you kind of just like making them wait, offering you more time to just stress them.
Absolutely.
And then crossing your fingers that they're not triggering more.
Can't imagine it feels pretty good with Vera with the snap keep there too. And I saw not a lot of action coming from Joe's side. He had 3 different action cards in hand, a queen and a Bonclave. Not a really good keep.
Not a really good keep, no. A little bit more aggression in that hand.
Knees has some kind of action. I mean, you would have seen about maybe 2 more draws, but in Bonclave, not a bad card. Just not a whole lot of action on this side.
Was it not till a later game?
Okay, all right. Now we got some good characters, some good creatures. Takes the draw, plays a 2, passes back. So just as you predicted, took the draw, forced it in here. Okay, so we're getting a nice little swing here on lead. Let's see if we get a defense.
A 5K swing. Ver's probably going to establish enough 5K body after that.
All right, get something out of hand. That's good.
Ooh, 2K. Hate to see it.
Really? 2K on that first swing. That's got to give a lot of information to Vera here that he's either sitting on nothing but 2Ks or
he's got a lot of 1K utility.
Okay.
So going for
UT. Okay, we're gonna see the UT page 1 combo every time. He always got it.
Using the ability, ramping 1. Gonna swing 6.
There we go. Gonna hit that life.
All right, no trigger. We loved it. We love it as a non-Katakuri play, seeing those cards go right to hand.
Mm-hmm.
5K. Looks like he's only got 2Ks, and or is he gonna give up a Eustace?
No, 2K.
That's tough. It's tough out here.
All right. So we're gonna get a rest. Ooh, so crashes the page 1.
Yeah, Gadatsu KOs a character based on how many life you have left. So you have 4. The page 1 being 4 cost. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Great early game, kind of terrible late game unless you're worried about those 0 cost blockers that some decks play. No, there's some red decks that play some 0 cost. I think even what is that famous blue deck that plays a bunch of 0 blockers? It's like its own unique meta. What's her name? Dying here because she's one of my favorites. Nami. Doesn't she play a bunch of like 0?
Oh yeah, she'll play a bunch of 1 cost and things, but they're not blockers. They're more so to start milling your hand out. So like draw 2, discard 2, kind of a deal.
Okay. All right. So it's on me for not knowing the blockers thing. Sorry. Still new to the game. Getting into it. There's a great. I gotta get the name of this guy, but he does some great social media content on Nami and just talks people through that.
You're talking about the mill guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's great.
I love his content.
I think he runs just a Nami specific Discord.
Yeah.
So if you don't want the sauce, the mill guy.
The guy's on TikTok, YouTube, all the channels. I love watching this content.
This is not a paid sponsorship, just good knowledge.
Yeah, right? Great content creator. And one of these times I'm going to remember this guy's name so I can actually advertise it properly. We love other people that do this kind of content. All right, going 6.
6 into lead, trying to stress. Give me that Strusen.
All right. Eats himself up a resource. Going up 6 Dawn, or 7 Dawn. He's on the on.
Yeah. So probably his only on curve play is playing that Big Mom, but again, leaves him kind of open.
Is ahead on life, but I mean that's usually what we see from these Katakuri decks. They take that lead until they don't.
So we go
5 at lead, just trying
5.
to
get
another bait here.
He might be using all the Dawn. Yep.
Okay.
Dropping the bomb.
Here's a Big Mom.
What will it be? Charity or death?
And what would you do in this situation?
Probably. It is tough.
Okay, gives him charity.
Yeah, because the thing is, you don't want to go down to 2 life because you're in that Big Mom reject range. So
that wombo combo, if you will.
Happy feet.
All right, so using the ability from the leader to take 1 extra life. Ooh, plays out of Kaido.
There's the big Kaido getting rid of the Gadatsu.
Nice to see them facing each other in this matchup here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot better than when they're teamed up.
Yeah.
Is there a deck that actually plays Kaido and Big Mom at the same time?
There will be soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we have purple yellow pudding.
Pudding.
In 08. And I mean, in 08 does have a secret rare that has both Kaido and Lilin on it.
Ooh. Can't wait to see what that card looks like. All right, 9, back to Bear. His turn. He's got 2 attackers, 2 life. Not likely to end the game here on this turn.
I was going to say, if I was Bear, I'd probably just either establish a Katakuri, swing for a 7, stress some stuff, or establish blockers.
Imagine he wants to get rid of that Kaido, maybe?
I wouldn't be too afraid of it, because the worst he's going to do is either take out a body or, take out life. Oh, and he's going to take out the blocker. What are we doing? What are we doing with the reject?
Go for those last 2?
Yeah, we could. Always.
Fully loaded on Linlin.
It's all 5. We're going, what was that, 13?
Really wants to get that life point here. Or is he going after?
If he's going after Kaido, I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get cards out of his hand. Because again, best Joe's got is three attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Versus got 4 life. So he'll just take it. And that's potential extra bodies on board to go after those 2. Ooh, yeah.
A 3-card save. Wow. Okay, and leader taking out the other attacker. Mm-hmm. So Bear's prioritizing board state cleanup versus going for life.
Yeah. He's racing. I think he's gonna race him. Because again, Joe at best has 2 swings, and one of them he might prioritize into that Big Mom.
Imagine he'd probably want to get into that Big Mom if I was saying, clean up the board.
12 into the Big
give him
Mom.
a chance to use that life pool to get more blockers up here.
Is going to counter out of it.
3 deserves 3. Mm-hmm. These 2 giants of the industry, if you will, or
we got the blocker on his side with a 5k swing into lead, where it's going to take it with the potential of getting a trigger card.
No, we don't have one. Interesting. All right, not so lucky this turn.
Still utility inverse hand, because again, like you were saying, choice to trigger something. Like if that card would have been a reject.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to trigger the reject. It's just an extra card when I could use it to KO the blocker.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got Vert Altendon, Joe with 2 cards in hand, no counter.
All right, I'm gonna see a full-on 10 with the big Charlotte Linlin. I mean, he's done a great job eliminating Joy's resources. He's done it 2 cards, and we can see in hand. Not counters.
Vert could definitely just stress the 2 10k swings on the Kaido and be like, look, you got it or you don't.
Yeah. Looks like he's tapping all the Dawn. He's got them all picked up. He's going to separate them into pools. This is also the thing I see a lot of you One Piece players do. You separate the pool into the plays you want to do here. Mm-hmm. And I think that for you at home, when you can start getting more advanced, it's a good way to start bluffing your opponent. Because to me, it says he's going to be playing 2 different. He's going to use one for an attack and maybe save some for a card.
Oh yeah, once you start learning what the meta decks are, what people are running and stuff like that, yeah, you'll be looking like, oh, they're hitting me with all that Dawn on that thing. If I block out of this, the only option they have is that.
All right, just two big swings. Got rid of the Kaido. He's going to activate the leader ability. Doesn't care. Going to take that life. All right. 3-1. Only 2 attackers from Purple Luffy here.
And one of them is a blocker. So, the question is, do you swing with your blocker? Do you keep him up to kind of stave off whatever's going to happen? Because, again, he could just Big Mom and the life is gone. And you need that blocker.
So we got a nice little 7-drop here, making Luffy at 6.
We're going to probably swing a nice big 9. Yeah, healthy 9. Where we're swinging that? Oh, into the Big Mom.
Okay.
That's a 2K. Easy 2K any day.
Yeah.
All
right. 2 attacks that I imagine Joe really wanted that to land. Get the Linlin off and keep that board straight.
This is rough. This is rough business. Rough waters right now.
got full 10k Don, 3 potential triggers off from his life pool, 2 attacks. Now, notably, the Luffy is a 6k. Yeah. So he is going to have to dedicate some Dawn. He can't play the 10 cost Linlin.
I mean, again, it's not much, though. I mean, he just has to invest 1 into the Katakuri to make it a 7, forcing a 2k out of his hand. The Linlin is forcing 2 2ks, or at least 3k out of his hand. Oh, we go with a 9.
Okay.
Excuse me, 8. He's looking at that card going like, what do you got? What do you have in there?
8k coming at lead. Does he get a block? Nope, just takes a card.
Because again, you know, if he drops a 7 cost, another 7 cost Linlin, you know,
yeah,
you could have the option of going like, you don't get a life, you just get nothing. Oh, and the Katakuri dropping that Hustis with no counter, 2 life. So now Ver knows, you know, he can do the math. Even if he picks that card up, he only got so much.
No board state coming from Purple Luffy here. A lot of high cost cards. I can't imagine playing more than 1 card this turn.
I do see 2 blockers in his hand, though.
Okay.
Are we going the full defense?
Imagine you have to. He's only got 1 life for that face-up effect from Katakuri here. All right,
the
that's
Queen.
a good blocker.
Turn to 1, drawn 2, or discard some stuff to get the hand looking well.
So discard the Poly. Notably, I don't think Poly can actually hurt anything on the board state right now.
Yeah, Poly, also a non-counterable card, so you know, kind of dead in hand otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
got 5 Dawn here. Another block, maybe another Queen.
He's probably going to play the Law.
Okay.
That he's got that. Yep.
Here
Blocker
comes
Law. So we got 2 blockers and a nice little 6k.
Around 6k to life.
Right, we're just going to take it.
Another body coming from Paris Sparrow. Just add another attacker. This is what this yellow deck does.
And if I'm correct, did Ver discard a 1,000 Bolts of Mario?
Yeah.
Interesting, because he could have just used that to, you know,
defend himself out of a tight bench here.
No,
oh wow.
He could have used it to rest one of the blockers. But it could just be that he has 1 more in hand.
Yeah. So he's doing the math now, trying to figure out what that perfect attack is here. 8k, requiring 2 cards.
That's a 9k right there. That's 4 cards.
9K. Okay.
And we got another 9. Block.
Both blockers here.
9,
remaining.
And then 10 with the extra 1 there. 2, 9. And he doesn't have it.
Doesn't have it. Wow, what an aggressive start. Ver really playing some speed 2K. Up here. Ver would need to be at 1 life. Yeah. Need to be at 1 life to make that happen. Some impressive gameplay from Ver. 2 back-to-back victories like that. Well done, Ver. That fantastic. Just really showing how quick that Katakuri deck can really be. And actually, with that, we do have an update to leaderboard. Let me pull this up real quick.
Let's go.
So our updated leaderboard, they are now sitting comfortably
6 points
at number 1 with 2 first-place finishes. Jeff, who we saw on camera, at 4 points. Spencer at 2. Big Body Bailey showed up for 1 whole event and locked himself into the top 16. Marcus with 2 points. Hey, little pound cake.
King of the ones.
The leader, and always will be of the ones. Maybe not. You'll get some more points when you play.
Hey, sure, whatever.
Greg, Julian, James K. Port, that's what I'm talking about. We already have a 10-person of top 16 within 3 weeks. We have this many people coming into the leaderboard here. And as we stated, we thought there needed to be just a little bit more prize support. So we wanted people to fight for that number 1 spot. And at the end of the season, VIP prizing to be determined. But thank you so much for everyone for joining us tonight. Join this community, help us grow, get us at 500 subscribers on YouTube. All right.
Take care, everybody.
I will take care of that. Thank you so much for everybody. As always, stay humble.